Hey, it is Dawn Nicole, CEO of Queen City Women in Business, and I have one question for you. How important is feedback to you? Not important at all if you're not at risk of losing anything or you're not looking to gain anything. But it becomes extremely more important when you have an acute focus on achievement. And this is what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about how, as a woman in business or a business owner, period, feedback is not a personal assault on you. Instead, feedback is designed to be a gift, particularly based on who it comes from, when it happens, and if it's connected to an outcome that you didn't expect. So let's unpack feedback today and how to take it and embrace it in its highest and best form. Now, one of the most popular forms of feedback is feedback that comes about when you are faced with an outcome you did not expect. I don't know about you, but anytime I work hard at something and I put true intent in it and I am purposefully going after it and I don't receive the outcome I expected, I almost always ask for feedback. What happened? What happened that occurred that I didn't expect? Or what did I do that might have influenced this outcome? I ask myself, and most importantly, I ask the people around me that I'm connected to, that I know, like, and trust and respect. It's really hard to take feedback from someone that you don't respect, and it's hard to take feedback from someone's lifestyle that you don't buy. That's right. If you buy their feedback and you buy their advice, then you should buy their lifestyle, right? So this is why it matters who the feedback comes from. But back to my point. So let's say an outcome occurs that is unlikely, that you did not see happening. It's really important to unpack and understand why. And as you ask or seek this feedback, it's also important that you embrace what's being said, that you prepare yourself to embrace it, especially if it's connected to something that you didn't expect to happen. So, for example, you expected a huge business deal to go through. At the last minute, it falls apart. It is really important for you to understand what happened, not so much so that you can challenge it, but so that you can learn from it. You can understand what went wrong, what is it that you didn't see, and what behaviors may have played a part that you might be oblivious to. This is why feedback in this case is a gift, because it helps us to get better, it helps us to course correct where needed, and it helps us to go on and have a winning mentality as we go forward. So again, not seeing feedback as an assault, but seeing feedback as a gift. And this brings me to my second point. If you ask someone why and what happened, don't ask sarcastically. Sometimes we ask with the intent to challenge it, right? And when you're in challenge mode, you can't hear, right? And it's important to put yourself in a position of hearing first, of processing what's going on. Sometimes the feedback is for your best benefit, it's for your best interest, but you can't receive it if you're not in the right headspace. This is why a technique that we use in Agile, which is my previous world, is we ask for permission to give feedback. Do I have permission to give you some feedback? Yes. And the person will either say yes or no. And if they say yes, make sure that the feedback is connected to the situation, right? And how the situation could have went differently, okay? And it's about helping someone to see themselves, but more importantly, in multiple perspectives. The goal of feedback is to build you up, not to tear you down. So you have to be careful how you give the feedback. So I've got a ton of examples that I'm going to be sensitive with because I'm in a position of communicating and interacting with hundreds of women. So I don't want to slight any one of them. But there are some instances where a woman or two has been in a situation where she could have landed a huge contract directly with us, but she wanted to charge for the first phone call, right? This is a big no-no in business, because part of doing business well is that you will do a discovery of sorts. You will understand what is being asked before you put together a price point, a proposal. It's almost impossible to put together a proposal without doing an adequate amount of discovery. It's the discovery that influences the proposal. And so if you skip the discovery call, right, or even a 30-minute discovery call just to gather some fact-finding information so that you can put together a custom right fit proposal, then something is wrong with your business model if you're not willing to give that opportunity a chance to occur so that you can gain a bigger opportunity, okay? So we had a situation again where the person was not willing to do a 30-minute discovery call to just understand the needs. And as a result, this person ended up not having a huge deal. And it would have been a 6, 7 figure deal that they would have had long term, and that one thing got in the way. Now, usually when this happens, I like to give feedback on why, but this person didn't seem concerned. And so that's another thing. Remember, feedback is only most valuable when the person you want to give it to is concerned about the risk of losing something they care about or value, or they want to gain something. Okay. If they are not concerned either way, then the feedback might be useless. And so you also have to be discerning on how you give and when you give it. So these are some things, some tips that I just wanted to share. I just wanted to jump on here today and just remind women in business that feedback is not always an assault on you. It is not always an attack. It truly is a gift so that we don't repeat the same hidden mistakes that we may not be aware of subconsciously that we are doing that is getting in the way of the outcome we desire. I hope that this video was helpful. This is Dawn Nicole signing off, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. All right, take care.